Here we go. Welcome back, Revolt family. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Monday's workout of the day is dirty water, and it is pouring outside, so I could definitely see a correlation there. It is going to be for time. You're going to go ahead and do 150 single unders, an 800-meter run, and then 25 man makers. If you don't have a rope, no big deal. Just think about doing line hops. Pick a line on the floor. You're just going to hop to that on the balls of your feet, hop back. That will be a rep. And then an 800-meter run. Hopefully you've got that scouted out. If you don't, run a 400 twice or a 200 4 times, however it is that you want to go ahead and put that together. And then, of course, you've got your 25 man makers. If you don't have dumbbells, that's okay. Think about just kind of bringing your arm back to your chest, if you will, almost as if you did have a dumbbell without doing the dumbbell portion of it, and that will go ahead and be good for what we're doing today, guys. As always, you want to make sure you get a good warm-up before you hit this workout. Today's warm-up, we're going to go ahead and do a minute of these first movements and then 30 seconds of another set of movements. So the minute movements are going to be a push-up to down dog. So Coach Kat's going to go ahead and demo here our push-up. Chest and thighs are going to touch the ground. Elbows stay nice and close to my body. And then in the down dog, she's just pushing into the ground, actively getting her hips nice and high, just to be able to get a little bit of a stretch in the hamstrings. So you're going to do that nice and slow for 1 minute. When you do the down dog, think about going and getting your heels as close to the ground as you possibly can. Then you're going to go ahead and do air squats for 1 minute, guys. As always, I think about ripping the ground apart with my feet. That's going to go ahead and engage my quads, my glutes, my core. Right? I'm going to go ahead and send my hips back and down, keeping that chest nice and high like Coach Kat is doing here. If it helps to keep your hands up, you can totally do that as well. I always think about looking straight ahead. If you look down, chances are your torso is going to drop down as well. So once you do that for 1 minute, then you're going to go ahead and do active Samson for 1 minute. You're going to go ahead and take a nice deep lunge out. You're going to interlock your fingers, press up and back at the shoulders. If you notice, her elbows are locked out and she's actively pressing up through the shoulders. And then you're just going to go ahead and switch and do active Samson with the other leg. Once you do that for 1 minute, then you can go ahead and do single unders for 1 minute. If you don't have a rope, just go ahead and do line hops for 1 minute. Whenever I am doing single unders, double unders, the posture does not change. I want that nice upright torso. I'm jumping on the balls of my feet. My hands stay low in front of my pockets. That way I have that nice long rope. You're going to do that for 1 minute. Once you do that for 1 minute, then the next movements, we're going to do these for 30 seconds. So the first 4 movements, you're going to do them for 1 minute each. The next 4 movements, you'll do them for 30 seconds each. So the first one, you're going to go ahead and do an inchworm with a push-up. So feet are flat, hands are flat. I'm going to go ahead and walk all the way out, transferring the weight from left to right, left to right. Once I'm in that push-up plank position, again, I'm going to do a push-up, elbows nice and tight to the body, chest and thighs to the ground. And then I'm just going to go ahead and reverse that position, come all the way back in, guys. That is 1. So you're going to do that for 30 seconds. Once you do that for 30 seconds, you're going to go ahead and do lunges for 30 seconds. Whenever I do lunges, I think just enough step to go ahead and have that front knee over that front ankle, right? If I take too big of a step out, that foot is going to be way out in front. My hips are way too low here. That's a terrible position. If my foot is too close to me, my knee is going to be way past my toes. My heel isn't even on the ground now, right? So I want to take just enough step to have that front knee right over that front ankle. My hip is over that back knee. That's a nice solid foundation right there. Go ahead and get up out of that. Do the same thing on the other side. Again, you can do walking, you can do it in place, totally fine. You are going to do it for 30 seconds. Once you do that for 30 seconds, you're going to go ahead and do an active Spider-Man or active Spidey for 30 seconds. You're going to take a nice deep lunge out. Whatever leg is forward, whatever knee is forward, you're going to go ahead and bring your forearm to the ground like Coach Kat is doing here. If you want to go ahead and add a little trunk twist to it, you can go ahead and reach with your arm at the top of that position and then go ahead and switch. Do that for 30 seconds. And then once you do that for 30 seconds, we're going to go back to the rope for 30 seconds. And again, we'll do single unders. If you have double unders, go ahead and do double unders. If you're pretty proficient with your double unders, but you're someone that starts with, say, a single or 2 or 3 singles, and then you start doing double unders, what I want you to think about is going straight into double unders. So have that very first jump automatically be a double under rather than wasting a jump. Automatically go into your double unders, guys, and practice that. Do it, hit 2 or 3 double unders, stop, do it again, and just practice so whenever you're doing double unders, you could just go straight into double unders. That's going to be your warm-up for the day. If you feel like, hey, I want to get a little bit more in there, go ahead and just go through those movements a couple of more times. Make sure your body is nice and warm and ready to hit this workout hard. Again, we're doing dirty water. Have a great time with it, guys. We're back open for business 24/7. Check us out at revoltfitness.net. See you guys tomorrow.